When you think about why resiliency is hard to achieve, it really comes down to the fact that the future isn't perfectly predictable, right? And as a result, it can throw lots of different things at you, which you don't necessarily anticipate. And secondly, that changing businesses is a really hard process. The nature of risks have changed in that there's more mega risks, at least in the context of climate, environmental, and so forth, that virtually every business in some form or another has the potential to be impacted by this stuff, and certainly the potential for introducing a lot of social mobility, but also social unrest would certainly be prominent there. Another thing would be the consequences of technological change. And in particular, we know that there are a large number of pretty amazing breakthroughs that have happened, whether we think about the area of artificial intelligence and the life sciences and the like. And these are on one hand very exciting, but on the other hand, they represent enormous threats to many businesses, and certainly about the way that they go about things. And finally, in a world that has become much more globalized, there is a kind of interdependence across countries, which we saw, for instance, during the COVID period, which just means to say that not only are you, as for instance, a company based here, exposed to what happens in the United States, but something that happens in China or Mexico, may also have a profound impact. Because it is very hard in some sense to focus on a remote event that might happen sometime in the future when one has day-to-day pressures. I mean, it's not just simply businesses to blame for it. If you think about the public sector and their investment in public health as an example, right? It's hard to really focus on this remote contingency when there are potholes to fill, and corporate executives, it's probably even greater challenge because the intensity with which quarterly earnings are reviewed is substantial, and basically eroding that in favor of something that might be a relatively low expected payoff, except in certain states of the world where it's going to be huge. That can often be a very tough proposition to sell to